probably be able to throw javelins as well. In fact, yep, that's exactly what they're going to do. Throw another bunch. There we go. Okay, guys, welcome back. So as you can see, we have a battle to fight, but I did want to talk a bit about the campaign map first. Let's just go ahead and minimize that. I think I actually forgot that that was even a thing. Maybe it's only a thing in like Rome Total War and its mods. But it's very nice to be able to just remove that scroll so that we can... Oh, I guess technically I've got the Edoras garrison there selected. All right, but anyway... let's go over the campaign map. We actually have 3 battles to fight this turn. And so a couple of the battles are up over here. I've got a spy right over here. And as you can see, there's actually a 3rd province that I didn't know about right over here. So that's very interesting. We're going to have to take both of these provinces then. I guess we don't have to, but we're certainly going to. Now I'm sort of wondering if there's like another province somewhere around here. I doubt it, but it's certainly possible, I guess. So we are going to take Emyndraug, and obviously I can't click on anything because we've got this battle screen up here, but basically this should be a quick, easy battle. I just made some battering rams, and we shouldn't have any trouble there. Now, where we are going to have some trouble here is Ridhmallen. Ridhmallen? I'm just going to call it Ridhmallen. As you can see, I mean, I think this was actually the last battle we fought at the end of the last episode there. That was where we eliminated Tharbad. Well, basically, despite having had, you know, all the traders eliminated, well, I guess most of the traders, because obviously not all of them died, because there were more of them. The place really did not like us. And so, I mean, no matter how many troops I had inside of it, no matter how low I put the tax rate, like nothing would get them to like us. So basically just had my army stand outside of the settlement and wait for it to rebel. It actually took a few turns, but it happened. And so now we're basically going to have Beyold's army just take it again, and we're going to have to purge them again. Like, seriously, how many of your friends and family do we have to murder before you love us? I mean, all of them, it would seem, because I can't click on it again, but I seem to remember we eliminated the majority of the population last time, and so now I assume we're just going to eliminate the rest of them. Now, this is also a ruined province, so I'm bringing Kuga, and if you remember Kuga, he was the governor of Dunfada, and he basically built it up into a proper, like, province. We actually couldn't do that in Austin Edhill. I did bring him over to try, but I did ask, like, on the 4th Age Discord, and it turns out like there's some special circumstances in order to build this up. Like you have to be an elven faction and stuff. So Austin Edhill is just going to remain kind of as it is. Now, I don't know if Ridhmallen actually has any special circumstances. I'm hoping it is just kind of a, I guess, normal ruined province, or if that's even a thing. Maybe I'm only supposed to be able to build up Dunfada, and like every other province, well, every other ruined province is actually the job of some other faction to build it up, in which case this might be a waste of time. But anyway, long story short, we're going to take Ridhmallen this turn. We're going to hopefully bring public order under control. We're going to have Kuga try and build it up, if that's even possible. And I guess that's it over there. Oh, I did have I've left the spy down here. Or actually, maybe I did have him travel here on purpose. But anyway, I definitely forgot about him for at least a few turns. And so I started moving him around here just to kind of see what the circumstances were. And as you can see, the reunited kingdom has ever so slightly marched into rebel territory here. Now, a couple of turns ago, when the spy first arrived here, there was actually a rebel army standing right where the reunited kingdom is now standing. So I don't know if they're necessarily attacking, like if they're actually going to take these provinces, or if they were just eliminating that rebel force and now they're going to step back into Thorenburg Keep. I certainly hope they step back into the keep, because otherwise I assume they'll start taking these provinces, and then we're going to have a fight on our hands, because obviously our provinces will be next. In fact, if they advance at all next turn. I think we're just going to have to very quickly recall at least one of these armies, probably Bael's army, since it has the tougher mercenaries. Just sort of quickly retrain on the way over, since forts can actually retrain mercenaries, by the way. I think I've pointed that out in the past, but if not, forts can retrain mercenaries. And so we can kind of just replenish his casualties as he kind of comes over here and hopefully intercept any reunited kingdom forces that try and invade our lands. Filthy, filthy Dunedain. And of course, Waka will just continue attacking and fighting in this region here. All right, now to the current battle here outside of Rohan, or outside of Edoras. So there was just this one general here. Who is this guy? Ealdor. And as you can see, he was by himself. So I attacked him thinking that he would just leave and go back to the hold of Dunharrow. But apparently, he had troops right here. Not here. Right here, like in the trees. It's kind of hard to see because the label's kind of blocking it. But there's apparently like trees just between the hold of Dunharrow and Edoras that this force was hiding in. And so they've been drawn into the battle as well. Not a huge force, obviously, and we shouldn't have too much trouble defeating them, but still. Rohan had actually besieged Edoras for a second time, and for a second time they withdrew. But they caused casualties due to the siege, so I brought a couple of units over from Entway to replenish their casualties, and also, I guess, just to have a couple of extra units over here to hopefully get them to stop doing that. Because it's one thing if they besiege the place and then attack, because then, you know, we can fight and hopefully win. But if they just keep besieging and then re-besieging and then, you know, just over and over again, well then we're just kind of doomed because they'll just whittle us down. I'd rather that not happen. So, let's see. We already actually took a look at their forces, just a couple of levies, axes, and a bow unit. And of course, Ealdor himself will have the Riders of the King's House. So, ouch, ouch, ouch. But let's get right into the battle and take them out. Okay, guys, welcome to the battle. We're fighting on the same battlefield as last time, only this time they're not taking the hill. In fact, the bodyguard is apparently way over on the other side of the battlefield, while the reinforcements are coming in on this side. So before they try and take the hill, I've basically charged my guys up there just as fast as they can, which will admittedly tire them out, but I think having the advantage of the hill will be worth it, especially if we kind of get a chance to rest. I'm not sure what the reinforcements are going to do, if they're going to try and join their general over there, or if they're just going to kind of stay, or I guess even charge us, maybe. Looks like they might charge us, actually. Alright, I guess what I would like to do then is let's get the axemen. Well, not you guys. Get the axemen over here. The spearmen just behind them. And the archers just behind them. And I guess we'll put the general just kind of right over here. Helmet guy himself. Yeah, look at that. They're already tired, winded. But it looks like he's still not charging over here. That's a good thing. It looks like they're actually not moving to attack us. That's a little unfortunate. I heard run for the hills. They're actually retreating. And I don't think we'll be able to catch them. Well, you know what? Here, just everyone. Charge. And I guess everyone don't fire at will, because we don't know what will happen if you try that.
This is no longer a battle, this is a hunt. No, a coward chase.
Yeah, a coward chase that isn't going to be very effective, because they're just going to make it right off the battlefield. I think the riders have actually already made it. And there go the axes. I think the edge of the battle is right about here, because I can't push the camera any further. So the moment they get across this line here, it's over. It was a little annoying. I mean, I guess we didn't do too much setup. It took me just a moment to set up the battle, but then, like, the battle hasn't happened. There's been no battle here. Not a single person perished on either side. Oh, here. Let's see how well our units did. Oh dear, not a single casualty inflicted. Oh, but they didn't lose anyone either, so I guess that's even. All right, let's just go back to the campaign map. All right, well, I guess that was a thing that happened. I really wish the AI would have just retreated, like, once I attacked them instead of waiting until the battle was, like, underway and then retreating. At the same time, I do appreciate that the AI, like, recognizes it's in a bad situation and it does just leave, rather than trying to fight a losing battle. I somewhat appreciate it, I guess. All right, so now let's go ahead and save, and the reason I'm saving here is because if anything were to happen and we need to reload that save, I don't want to have to fight this non-battle again, where, you know, I get everything in position and, you know, we start charging up the hill and then they just retreat again. Or I guess if the AI makes a different decision this time and actually fights the battle, then, you know, we will have changed what was supposed to happen. We'll have gone into an alternate timeline, and I don't like it when that sort of thing happens. All right, so I think the next battle we'll fight Ridhmallen right here, since this is going to be, I think, what would be the more complicated one. And since I couldn't show you what they had before, we have, let's see, 3 javelins, 3 archers, 3 axemen. Plus, the dreaded ringleader himself. He survived. He somehow survived our battle over at, I think it was at Swanfleet. And now he has reappeared over here at Ridhmallen, this incorrigible rebel. We filled him full of so many arrows back over there in Swanfleet, I seem to remember, and yet here he is again. Also, I'm not sure if... I think that is more or less the population that we had prior to the rebellion, so I'm guessing the rebels just kind of spawn out of nowhere, and these guys don't really count towards the population. The way, like, if you trained a unit, that unit's the numbers of that unit would be deducted from the population here. All right, but anyway, let's go ahead and get into the battle.
Orders. Kill them.
And of course, let's hope that basically we are able to kill them with minimal casualties. Okay, they do have long-range missiles. I realized I did want to just check that. I also did not check what kind of bodyguard you have. Captain's Guard. I think these guys are like the Eriador Rider mercenaries. In terms of stats. Not in terms of upkeep. My mercenaries are way more expensive than that. Well, at least he's an incompetent commander, an incompetent governor. Well, I guess I don't care how competent a governor he is, but... also, I guess, should I check? Okay, yes, the Axemen do not have... I thought they might have the armor-piercing trait, but they do not. Honestly, I think probably the most dangerous unit here is actually just the archers themselves. So hopefully we can just eliminate them pretty easily. All right, into the battle we go. Okay, guys, welcome to the battle. So what we've got here is I've got my Axemen mercenaries along with half the wolf hunters, the pikemen, Beowulf himself, and half of the archers, just kind of sitting on this side, and we're going to have them go ahead and charge in here because it looks like there's currently no opposition. Now on this side we have the mercenary swordsmen, the other half of the wolf hunters, and the other half of the archers, and they do have just one of the scouts and one of the hunters, so that's the javelin throwers and the archers respectively. Between them, we've got the cavalry, so I'm going to have the cavalry just kind of charge over here and see if they can help take these guys out, while the archers on this side try and take out that archer unit. In fact, actually, now that I think about it, what I should do is something like this, just in case they fire back, which I imagine they will. Once we've kind of just eliminated the troops that are here, we'll just kind of push up. Mercenary swordsmen in front, wolf hunters behind, archers behind them, just as we'll have the axemen mercenaries plus wolf hunters plus archers over here. Now, they do have a couple of archer units sitting in the center of the settlement, and I believe that's the other 2 units there, so that accounts for all of their archers. What I might do is once the cavalry gets over here, I might actually try and have them go like around, like depending on where the AI moves their troops, to see if maybe we could try and engage the archers in melee. Because that would be better than having to fight while we're being shot. All right, but anyway, that's the explanation. So now on to the battle. And obviously this is Ringleader himself. Much dreaded Ringleader. Our archers are firing. We should tell them not to fire. Actually, we can tell these guys to stop firing as well. Alright, now I think we should be able to break these guys pretty quickly. If not immediately, which it looks like... Oh, wait. No, the hunters are still fighting. Oh, no, cavalry, come back. Okay, those were the scouts. Okay, so those were the javelins. Alright, in that case, we should have taken out the archers, except for that one guy who looks like he's going to get away, because I'm not going to have my cavalry engage those guys. Well, I guess more than they already are. Come on, fall back. Fall back. There we go. Oh, wow, they all seem to be coming over here now for some reason. Oh, there's another unit of scouts over there. Oh, they seem to be coming get us. Well, all right then. Why don't you come right on over? Actually, that might be kind of beneficial if they do. It's always better to fight the enemy outside of the center of the settlement rather than in it. Alright, these are scouts, so those are just javelins. Means maybe I should hold my fire. Because here come the hunters behind them. Archers, get back here. We'll let the axemen throw. And the wolf hunters will throw as well, which is good. Let's have one of the cavalry units come back over here, just so that we can chase down anyone who tries to flee. Oh, Beyold. Oh, shoot, I just remembered that Beyold still has the die instantly in battle traits. Maybe I should have him withdraw kind of back here. Oh, shoot, those are the hunters who are now attacking us. Get over there and let them have it. Maybe I'll have another one of these units assist as well. Okay, here come the scouts. You guys, get over here and fight them. Okay, they are wavering. That's good. Okay, they are broken. Hooray! Just as those axemen try and join in. Right, let's try and get the horse... Oh, you know what? No. They'll just be attacked on both sides if that happens. Get over here. Get over here. Alright, cavalry, how are you doing? Alright, get back over here.
Mercenaries.
Get the archers over here. Okay, the archers are back out in front again. In fact, I think they're going to have their... I think they're going to be attacked by, like, the axemen and the wolf hunters here in a second. That is a very poor matchup. Alright, you guys stop firing at will. Let's have the cavalry just kind of charge out there. Right, has the battle ended on this side? It has. Okay, good. Have the cavalry rejoin over here. You can fire a couple of volleys. Oh, they're actually out of range. Alright, well then don't fire any volleys. Okay, there's axemen who are apparently moving behind our lines over there. Alright, let's just have that axeman unit leave the lines and go and attack them. Okay, still nothing happening over there. We'll have these Eriador riders basically just kind of help them out. Hammer and anvil. And just like that, they're broken. Oh, and they're firing at us again. All right. You know what? Let's actually push forward now, because it's not like they actually have a lot of troops here. All right, we'll have the mounted skirmishers go right in between them to go get those guys. All right, you guys get over here. Cavalry also just kind of get over here. Oh, I forgot to see what's actually down the street, though. All right. Oh, here come those guys. May fire at will. And now stop firing at will. Because we're just going to hit our own guys. I saw that. All right, now attack in the sides. And they are broken. Oh, shoot. Our mounted skirmishers are going to die. Mounted skirmishers, get out of there. Let the axemen intercept these guys. And we'll have the pikemen charge. Alright, how are things going over here? Alright, everyone is dead. Excellent. All right, now just in case anyone comes down here while I'm not looking, let's reform our lines. All right, who's coming down here? A few guys are coming down here. Let's just have these guys attack in the side. And we'll actually have this X-Men unit just kind of pull out and let the pikemen take over that fight. All right, let's get our archers forward so that we can fire on guys who are back there. Oh, kill them all! Kill them all! Okay, there we go. Ringleader, like, make sure you take his head. Make sure you take his head, otherwise he'll just be back again. All right, let's see. I don't see any other enemies over here. I think these guys are probably the last of them then, so why don't we go ahead and just have the axemen and the swordsmen charge forward here on both sides.
This is no longer a battle, this is a hunt. No, a coward chase.
Yes, a coward chase. Don't think the bowmen will be of much use, to be honest. You guys are going to want to charge a little faster, lest ye perish. Well, I mean, those javelins wouldn't be able to kill everyone, but I want them to kill as few as possible. Especially considering this is a settlement we already took, and you filthy mongrels decided to rebel against us. These guys are having difficulty deciding which way to go. I guess I'm having Beowulf come forward, but realistically we don't need any, like, morale buffs or anything. Alright, there really is no other units around here, right? Looking at the map. Yes, it looks like they are all in the center of the settlement. The X-Men are making short work of them all, so I don't even know if the mercenary swordsmen are going to be able to get in a kill. And you know what? Don't wait for you to line up, because otherwise you won't kill anyone. Oh, I don't know if they did. We'll have to check the screen afterwards to see if the swords... Oh, wait, no. The swordsman did kill someone over there, outside of the settlement, so they'll definitely have kills. Oh, I guess we should look at the overall battle first. All right, we did very well, but I guess that's kind of expected considering we weren't fighting like elite troops. We weren't fighting like Tharbad infantry like we have in the past. Also, we didn't have to really break into the settlements. They were quite happy to come out and fight us, and we used that to our advantage in multiple ways. Looks like one of the Wolf Hunter units actually suffered the most casualties. I wonder which Wolf Hunter unit that was. Probably one of the units on this side, because I imagine they took those casualties due to archer fire. Because I don't think the Wolf Hunters did any serious, like, melee fighting. The Dunlandish horsemen took some casualties. And I think that was mostly because I let them fight Ringleader and his bodyguard and didn't get them out there very quickly. I guess we got them out quickly enough that they didn't suffer horrific casualties. They're still an effective fighting unit. All the other casualties are fine. And I mean, even these casualties are not severe, again. But certainly they did very well. Holy smokes, look at these Rider mercenaries. Again, many of those guys are probably fleeing, but it is what it is. The Axemen mercenaries did very well. Everyone did very well. You know what? Everyone did well. Even the tribal pikes didn't kill many. And the Wolf Hunter units didn't, and I guess one of the mercenary swordsmen didn't either, but then they also didn't take many casualties, so I guess that just kind of is what it is. All right, well, let's get back to the campaign map, and we need to take care of the citizenry here. Oh, they are not happy to see us return. But I am happy to eliminate even more of them. In fact, I imagine the settlement will be as low as it can go after this. Okay, this is very, very unfortunate. Oh, we can finally get it down to the point that they won't rebel, though just barely. Like, holy smokes, just barely. Will Baeld even, or not Baeld, Kuga be able to stay here? Oh. Huh. For some reason, they're actually really happy. Not really happy, but actually that is pretty decently happy, considering that they were rather unhappy a minute ago. Oh, maybe it's because he's an expert governor, so I imagine he gets bonuses to... It does say, yeah, increased public order right there. Okay. All right, well, I guess we'll see if Kuga can work his magic here. Again, I don't know if he can or not, but at the very least, he's keeping public order in check. So I guess, if nothing else, he is certainly doing that. All right, in that case, we can have Baeld's army continue. And you know what? Before I forget, are you still... Oh, yes, maimed. So -2 to his hit points. Grievously wounded, -4 to his hit points. Under the weather, -1 to his hit points. Let's see, I think there was one more. Careless fighter, -2 to his hit points. Like, how much is that in total? Let's see, dubious, or not dubious. Careless fighter was -2. Let's see, -2. That's another, so that's -3. That's -7. -9. So he has -9 hit points, which I'm pretty sure, like, does he even have, like, 9 hit points? Like, it's amazing he's not just dead. Actually, I don't think there is a way to see exactly how many hit points the actual general has. I assume that this number refers to, like, the unit of his bodyguard rather than to the general himself. But anyway, the point is that I'm pretty sure if an enemy, like, tripped and, like, tapped him on the shoulder as he, like, was falling over, then that would just kill Baeld. Yes. I actually don't know if there's a way to fix that. I think you can fix it if you put him in a settlement that has, like, some kind of healing building, like, I don't know, like a herbalist or something. I guess that might help him, or maybe if I've got a building already like that in one of these places, maybe I should have him, like, hang out there for a bit and just see if he recovers. Because I'm not going to be able... his bodyguard unit is pretty tough, but I'm not going to be able to really use it if Baeld will just immediately die the moment the enemy, you know, he engages with the enemy. All right, now, I believe it has actually been long enough for an episode, so I think we're going to save this for the next time. Unless... Well, I guess if in editing I decide to add this one in, I guess you guys will see it. But I probably won't. This will probably be the next episode. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I will either see you next time, or if I add this episode or this battle into this episode, just stick around for 5 seconds and you'll get to see that battle as well. Okay, guys, welcome back. So, where we left off last time was we had just taken Ridhmallen for the second time, and Kuga has taken over. So Baeld is going to come over here and probably fight this army here before then moving on to Ethir-Beren, while Waka here goes on to Vornhallen. And then that should be, I think, all the territory that we would take in this area. I do see there is a rebel settlement on this side, but I think we're pushing our luck already, getting too close to these other factions when we need to be worried about the reunited kingdom down south. I also don't think we're going to have some sturdy garrisons in these places either. If the Freehold, or if the elves, or whoever tries to attack us, then they'll probably just be allowed to take this up until, I'd say, Tharbad, at which point they would definitely be stopped. Not that it's guaranteed, I think, that they will attack us, but, I mean, it's always a possibility. Alright, but anyway, let's go ahead and take Emyndraug. We have our battering rams ready to go. All we have is a single unit of Eriador Riders, which is actually a good unit. Obviously, we have some in Beowulf's army. And then these Javelin men, or the Scouts, which are, again, Javelin men. So, this should be a short, sharp battle. Okay, guys, welcome to the battle. So we've got a couple of battering rams going up, one here, and another one is going for this bit of wall over here. And the reason I'm doing it that way is just so that I think we can avoid most of the fire from the towers. I think these guys might be toast, actually, because they may very well be able to get shot by the tower even while they're ramming the wall here, which would be very unfortunate if that's even what happens. Obviously, there be the enemy up there. So we're actually going to have to kind of go around here because I guess there's one way up here, but I kind of want to attack from both sides. So I think I would need another force to go around this side. So maybe what I would do is have these guys get up on the wall somewhere over here and take these towers here, and certainly taking casualties along the way. And then we could have maybe some units go around this way, while other units just kind of go straight over here. Though I wonder if we could also just have, like, the archers just kind of stand here and fire. Well, actually, the trees would probably be an obstacle, so maybe not. Well, it looks like these guys aren't being shot at all. Okay, well, that's excellent. And basically, we'll have them go and take the gate. All right, so now it's going to be a while before we actually get engaged here with the enemy in their last desperate battle here, because they are all going to die. You are all, every one of you, going to die. So I will simply bring you guys back once battle has been properly joined. Okay, guys, welcome back. So I've got all 4 of my archer units lined up here, and they're firing on the scouts here. Not sure if all of their shots are making it through the trees, but I think a good number of them are, as they do appear to be dying quite a bit. And down here I've got the pikemen out in front, and wolf hunters backing them up on both sides. Oh, wait. Oh, I seem to have left one of the wolf hunters behind. Get on over here, why don't you? All right, and they're sending their cavalry forward. We've got our pikemen here ready to let them have it. Probably have the wolf hunters actually throw, if they can. Get in there and let them have it. Especially since you guys are dying. Let's see. Could we have our general maybe come over here? We might need Waka here. Wait, is this Waka? I think it's Waka. We might need him to help out, both from a morale perspective and from a maybe just killing them dead perspective. We do actually have a couple of units back here, but I'm not sure if they're going to be of much use. Have them start running anyways. Oh, okay, you guys. Resume your positions. Well, at least we'll get a javelin throw or two at them. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What are you doing? Oh, stupid skirmish mode. Bullcrap. Alright, get over here and stay over here. Or at least until I tell you to engage the enemy. Get over here. Still seem to not be sure what you want, what you need to do. Oh, stop. And let's see, let's have the wilding swords tighten up their formation. Okay, very good. Now, could we have the archers? Yes, they can all fire on you. That's excellent. Assuming, again, there may be some obstacles. At least some of the arrows perhaps will make it to them. Alright, and then they'll charge back down here again. Oh wow, you guys must have taken the long way around. Okay, archers, stop firing. You guys may resume firing again. Okay, this may not actually end so badly. If they keep just kind of going back and forth like this.
This is no longer a battle, this is a hunt. No, a coward chase.
Go ahead, throw your javelins. Well, let's just have the archers fire at will at this point. Oh, actually, maybe not. Stop firing at will, and stop firing at all. And there goes some more javelins. Ah, but they're not going to die. Okay, I think there's few enough of them now. Actually, is there any reason why we shouldn't just have the archers eliminate them? If possible? Right, let's have this unit of swordsmen just kind of approach. Fire at will once they get there. And I don't think we really need the wilding swords to back them up, but I guess we'll have them do so regardless. Okay, I was going to say, are there any arrows making it there? And it looks like there are. It looks like we're mostly out of javelins on this side anyways. We'll just let the pikes go ahead and drive them back again. Run for your lives. Alright, they'll make it there. They'll probably be able to throw javelins as well. In fact, yep, that's exactly what they're going to do. Throw another bunch. There we go. That's the enemy commander slain, and that should be all of them, so the battle is now won. Alright, that wasn't so bad, considering we had to fight a pretty tough unit there at the end. Tribal pikes took the majority of the damage. You know, even though they're, like, really good against cavalry, they're still not a great unit overall, so even though... Like, I guess they do better than against cavalry than, say, the wilding swords would probably do. At the same time, they're not exactly this, like, great cavalry killer. They, like, take as many as they kill, and sometimes they take, like, a lot of casualties, too. I think we've seen that in a few past battles, too. So, while they are, like, our best current option for taking out cavalry, that doesn't mean they're great. All right, and then, of course, yes, the wolf hunters did a good job. Though they also didn't have to engage very much with the enemy, as did the bowmen. Alright, well, back to the campaign map. Alright, Emyndraug has been taken, and unfortunately, this also appears to be a province that really just doesn't like us. And I mean, I guess to some degree that would be expected, but it's really getting hard to kind of push into this this region here because the locals hate us so much. I fear we are going to have to eliminate the treacherous filth who live here. See, look, Ways of the West. They're Dunedain sympathizers! And that doesn't seem to have helped very much at all. All we've done really is get the pop... Well, wait a minute. Ah, okay, no. We are just barely basically not able to keep this place under our control. Though, I wonder, I think this... Oh, wait a minute. How much does that cost to repair? 2,000. Well, I guess we'll have to do it. I think between the repairing these walls, which I believe that this public order modifier is not in play while it is damaged. I think. I could be wrong about that. But I think between those two, we should be able to hold on to the place. What exactly are they unhappy about? Well, there's unrest, of course. Well, then there's the governor's alignment. I guess that's a thing, too. See, we cannot reach it with this unit. Let's see, could we just leave? Right, and then of course they hate us. All right, we might have to do that just for like a turn, because I don't know if this is how it works in the base game. I don't know if this is how it works here in 4th Age, but basically there would be like rioting, and they could like cause harm to our soldiers if we just left them in the settlement. So maybe what we'll do is we'll just have, like, we'll wait one turn, just have the walls get repaired and provincial pacification underway at least, and then we'll just see if we can maybe hold the place without it rebelling, because obviously that would be preferable, because then we'll just have to fight another huge rebel force. Well, I say another huge one. The one that was already in there was quite small, but I meant like Ridhmallen had like a quite sizable force, and we definitely don't want to fight them in the streets of this settlement. So we'll just see if we can hopefully get the situation under control. All right, but I believe that was all 3 of the battles that we were going to fight this turn, so I'm going to have to let you guys go and bring you back as more of interest occurs.